I've always loved the look of the corporate jet. This is E-FLITE Cessna Citation Longitude. It's sold by Horizon Hobby, and it has everything I love about a private jet. The long, sleek fuselage, twin turbine fan engines, the V-tail, it's got the winglets, and it's a great flyer. It comes with AS3X and Safe Select, and both of those features on this model work to perfection. This came as a bind and fly. The radio setup was really simple. So just follow the instructions in the manual. Won't have any problems with that. But I've already made some changes to this model that I'd like to share. If you notice on this one, you will not see any mold bumps. I'll show you how I did that. It gives it a nice clean look, and I'm thinking it may even fly better. If you look really close, you can see where the mold bumps were. There's one. There's one. So all I did, here is where the mold bumps were, right here. I just took my pocket knife and gently found the angle where I wasn't digging into the foam, but I was just shaving off the mold bumps, and I cut them both ways. I also removed all the mold bumps on the inside of the ducted fan units. It was harder to do as neat of a job in there, but the bumps are gone. For that, I used a fillet knife. Has enough length to reach all the way in there. And again, I used the radius part of the knife, and I cut towards me both ways. I did not remove any of the mold bumps on the bottom since it's painted blue. Thought it would just make them more visible and it would look worse. The other thing I've done is covered the bottom with a piece of clear packing tape from just behind the wing right up to the landing lights. This plane has removable landing gear, and you can do hand launch and land it on its belly. Figure that would greatly reduce the wear on the blue paint on the bottom. Another thing I did to improve the looks of this model, I have one more to do, but that's these leading edge pieces of tape that simulate the de-icer. You rub the decals down and they keep wrinkling like that. On this side I've already done it. These are not wrinkling. I'll show you what I did. Take a covering iron. I have it turned down really low. Low enough to where I can momentarily put my hand on it and it doesn't burn me. And this is something that you have to be very careful with as far as how much heat you use. Even as low as I have the temperature, I'm still going on and off this rather quickly. So I want to do two things. I want to take the wrinkle out as best I can. This one's really bad. Not getting it all out, but when you shrink it like that, they tend to not come back up. So I held that a little bit longer. I was successful. You're going to get to a point where if you go too long on here, you're going to melt it. But there is a much cleaner look to that leading edge. De-icer simulation with the decal. And I'm just going to have to live with that wrinkle right there. Not going to shrink it enough to take that wrinkle out, but what I do want it to do is for it to stay down like that. Made a few changes in here. Cut off the JST connector, soldered on a Dean's connector, and I've removed the white Velcro on the battery tray. The reason for that is I'm running these 3S LiPos, 860 milliamps, that I use in my Line 250 helicopter. Has a Dean's connector on it, and I have this piece of Velcro for mounting in a helicopter, which causes this to be that thick where with a piece of Velcro on the battery tray, it would cause the lid to bulge. So I've put a piece of Velcro on the side of the compartment here. Got a piece of Velcro on the side of the battery. That won't affect how it goes in my heli. And put it in here like this. The battery can't move around. Change the center of gravity, and the cover will fit on. All right, let's turn this on. I've already found the airplane and I've actually flown it. Flies amazing. Throttle cut on, and it's proven. So plug it in. You have to leave it set level and still for at least 5 seconds. Go through that initialization. The biggest reason is it's finding its orientation for safe, for recovering the model to an upright position. That's to know where that orientation is. So I put the battery in against that Velcro on the side, line it up with my mark for my center of gravity, and then I tuck this balance plug on this side to take up that play there. Now the battery can't move and change my center of gravity. And with this set up like it is, cover fits on nice without any bulging. This plane is full house, so aileron, elevator, rudder. Also has steerable nose gear. Full flying stabilizer. And in order to activate AS3X, you have to go to at least a quarter throttle. And now you can hear all the control surfaces trying to take out any movement as it's flying. To check for safe, here is still an AS3X. It's just, if you're flying inverted, it's just trying to correct for any movement. You turn safe on, and the plane's inverted. It's trying to find the quickest way to roll upright. And right when you come past perfectly inverted, now the quickest way is that way. So that's how you know safe is on. This is AS3X only. Now with all the changes I've made, the plane is gorgeous. Got the LED lights lit up. Got the landing lights. It's something to see. I have already flown it, and those lights flew last night. It was way too windy, but amazing how well the safe select corrected for it. The wind flew it both ways, AS3X and safe, but the lights on this plane, beautiful to look at.